Hello guys! Sa ngayon, i-discuss natin ang isa sa mga pinaka-common types of conics, which is circle. Specifically, we will determine the standard equation of a circle. In this given example, we are asked to identify the center and the radius of a circle with a given equation. We are also asked to sketch the graph and indicate the center. The given equation is 4x squared plus 4y squared plus 12x plus 16y minus 11 is equal to 0. To eliminate the constant here, we will apply the property of inequality, specifically the additive property of equality, wherein we can add one number on the left side and another number or the same number on the right side, so we cannot affect the balance of the equation. So in this given example, we can add 11 on the left side of the equation, also 11 on the right side of the equation. So parang mapapansin nyo, this is negative 11 plus 11 equals 0. Eliminating this one and giving a number on the right side of the equation. So we can also group. So kung i-rewrite natin, we have to group all the variables na magkakapareho. And this one, for y, i-group natin siya. So this will be written as 4x squared plus 12x. So magkasama na yung sa isang, para pag mamaya, pag nag-groupings na tayo, magkatabi na sila. So again, this is 4x squared plus 12x plus 4y squared plus 16y equals 11. Ito yung kaninang ginawa natin. Okay? We know that the general equation of a circle needs to have a 0 or a coefficient of 1. Same on the x value, which is with the second level, or yung sa nasa 4x squared niya, dapat wala yung 4 dyan. So, kailangan natin magkaroon ng coefficient na 1 dito. Paano natin gagawin yun? We can, diba, a number divided by itself will give you 1. So, we can divide, since this has this 4x squared and 4y squared has the same coefficient of 4, we can use 4 as the divisor para makakuha tayo ng coefficient na 1. Or simply, we multiply it by 1/4. Parang magiging divisor na rin yung 4 dyan. Okay? So, this 4x squared plus 12x plus 4y squared plus 16y equals 11. The whole equation will be divided by or multiplied by 1/4 or divided by 4. Okay? So, to do that, 4x squared divided by 4 is x squared. 12x divided by 4 is 3x. Then 4y squared divided by 4 is equal to y squared plus 16y divided by 4. We have 4y. And 11 divided by 4 is equal to 11 over 4. Gamitin natin yung fraction dito para mamaya hindi natin magiging mas madali yung ating computation. Kasi kung gagawin mo na itong decimal, alam natin na yung process ng mathematics is reversible. So, kung nagiging non-repeating ito or repeating numbers ang ating fractions, magkakaroon tayo ng rounding off, hindi natin siya mababalik sa eksaktong quantity or number niya. So, we will leave it as is. Okay? Sabi natin kanina, we need to have a perfect trinomial. So, pag sinabing trinomial, dapat may tatlo siyang term. So, mag-leave ako ng isang blanco dito para dito sa isa, para hahanap tayo kasi ng factors niya na magiging perfect square siya. So, yung process natin na pag i-discuss dito ay para siyang completing the squares. Okay, so actually it is completing the square. We have to complete this to have a perfect square binomial. Okay, so i-grupo natin yung lahat ng may variable x, grupo rin natin yung lahat ng may variable na y. And then we have to determine ano yung constant number here that will later on we will be adding on the right side also of the equation, and also the value of the constant for the groups of variable y. Tapos i-add din natin later on sa constant on the right side. Okay. So, paano gagawin yan? We divide the coefficient of the second term by 2. So, i-divide natin siya ng 2. When we divide it by 2, then, di ba, ito ay dapat naka-square. So, 3 halves. So, sabi ko nga, stick muna tayo sa fraction. Mabilis din naman siya. So, kung i-square natin siya, 3 halves, hindi na natin kailangan i-square yung variable kasi we only need the constant here. 3 halves, square of 3 halves, quantity natin yung buo kasi ito yung fraction or ito yung number na kailangan natin na i-square. Square. So, pag nag-square tayo ng fraction, square the numerator and square the denominator. So, ang mamaya, magkakaroon siya ng 9/4. Ganon din ang gagawin natin dito sa kabilang side. Dito kasi decimal or fraction ng nakukuha natin. Pero dito, pag dinivide mo, magkakaroon tayo ng what will be the answer? 4 divided by 2. We have 2. Square of 2 is 4. Okay? So, pwede ko na siyang burahin kasi nakasulat siya. Yung process na yan, tandaan nyo. So, we have x squared plus 3x plus 9/4. Then, dun sa variable y naman, we have 4y or y squared plus 4y plus 4. So, sabi ko nga, what is added on the left side of the equation will be added to the right side of the equation to keep its balance. Kasi equation nga, we have to have an equal part or equal parts, both sides, left and the right. Okay? So, 11/4 of plus 9/4 plus 4. So, simplify. To simplify, kunin natin yung binomial factors nito. So, ano yung binomial nito? Dito sa 3 halves. So, meron tayong x plus, kasi yung middle term natin is positive. So, positive siya dito. 3/2. So, kunin naman natin yung from here. So, 3/2. Kung mapapansin nyo kung ano yung nangyari dito, ito na lang sinusunod mo. Tapos, i-close natin in parenthesis, squared. Hanap tayo kasi this is a product of two same binomials. Kaya tinawag siya the perfect trinomial square. So, the same thing with your variable y. So, we have y. Ano yung nasa middle term kanina nung divide natin? We have 2. Okay, so y also positive because the middle term here is positive. Y plus 2 quantity squared equals, when we add this one, we have 9. Okay? So, siguro maggagawa na lang ako ng another video para dun sa fractions. Kasi minsan, but for now, you have to review your knowledge in adding and subtracting fractions. Okay? So, basically, this is the equation na binigay as we transform the general form of the equation to the standard form of the equation. So, we can determine the center and the radius. Kasi, saan natin nakukuha yung center given an equation? Doon sa standard form of equation. So, the standard form of equation is x plus 3 halves, or quantity x plus 3 halves squared plus y plus 2 squared is equal to 9. We know that the standard equation of a circle is quantity x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, wherein your h and k is the value of your center and your r is the value of your radius. Okay, from our previous example, we determine that as we transform the general form of the equation, we determine or identify that the standard form of equation is given as quantity x plus 3 halves squared plus quantity y plus 2 squared equals 9. Kung susundin natin itong equation dito, itong nandito sa right side will be the value of your r squared. So, naka-square yan. Okay, so, yung constant dito sa ating binomial factor is the value of your h, or yung x value ng center, or x coordinate ng ating center, and the k or the y value of our center, y coordinates of our center. So, sa original standard or standard equation of the circle, negative siya. Paano nagkakaroon tayo ng positive using a negative sign? When we multiply both negative, we can have a positive. So, knowledge natin sa integer. So, ating center dito, given this equation, we have, kunin natin yung h. Kunin natin yung h. This is your h, diba? So, yung center natin, meron daw tayong h and k. Okay. Okay. So, yung h natin dito ay yung ating 3 halves. Sabi ko nga kanina, yung bakit naging positive to, negative ang kailangan natin dito. Nagkaroon tayo ng dalawang negative na pinag-multiply. So, yung ating sign dito for 3 halves, copy natin yung 3 halves for our value of h. And then, change the sign to negative. The same thing with this one. So, kung naka-negative na yan, positive yung magiging sagot. Since this is positive, we got it from negative times negative, positive. So, negative 2 times negative. Kaya siya naging positive 2. Understood? Okay. So, sabi ko nga kanina, yung 9 dito ay naka-square. Naka-simplify na kasi yan. So, we take the root para makuha natin yung ating radius as 3. Okay? So, finally, we have the center, negative 3 over 2 and negative 2 as your coordinates of your center, and the radius is 3. Hindi pa pala dito tapos to dahil sabi ng problem, we have to identify the center, we have to identify the radius, as well as we have to sketch the graph. So, to sketch the graph, to plot the graph, we designate the center as point A, wherein the coordinates of point A is negative 3 halves and negative 2. Para mabilis natin siya i-plot dito sa graph, we divide it by negative 3 divided by 2, we have negative 1.5. That is 1 and 1 half. And yung negative 1 mo, this is 0.5. To determine naman kung para makita na natin yung talagang point, dapat meron siyang y coordinates which is negative 2. Baba tayo ng 2. Okay? So, this is 0.8 which signifies your center. Then, yung ating radius is 3. Baba ako ng 3. 1, 2, 3. Kasi dito rin, 3 din yan. Tsaka doon, kahit kung magda-diagonal kasi tayo, magko-compute pa. So, para mabilis natin ma-determine yung isang point, at least we have a point on the circle. We have 1, 2, 3, magiging 2, 3, 4, 5. So, negative 5 yung ating y coordinate. So, yung point natin is negative 1.5 kasi naka-align siya dun sa radius mo. So, yung value ng x value ng radius mo is 1.5. Parehas lang sila. Pero ang nabago yung y value. So, we have negative 1.5 and negative 5 for this specific point on the circle. That is B. So, ginrap ko yan. Dito din, gawa ka ng circle. Yung equation mo ng circle na yan ay x plus 3 halves plus y plus 2 quantity squared equals 9. That's it.